Has the lockdown been successful? Fantastically successful. In fact, if we look at the two countries that locked down the most severely, Israel and Peru, I can show you amazing success. Israel closed international flights, put on masks. They had 300 people dead in the first instance, then 0 deaths as the lockdown really stopped the virus from spreading. But obviously, with unemployment coming in and social issues, they had to reopen, and now they have 900 people dead and the highest cases they've ever had. Peru, pin-up child as well, also full lockdown of the economy. People couldn't move through cities. Everyone praised them for doing such a successful lockdown. Only 5,000 dead, and then they reopened. And now they have 28,000 dead for a country of 30 million, being the second or third worst in the world. And they're still going, and they haven't flatlined. What's happened? Well, lockdown is the most stupid policy I've ever heard in my life. All it does is, at best, you can ease the smooth the curve. So your health system can't cope with people, so it allows them to slow down the death rate so that they can cope with it. As we all know, there were tons of hospitals opened and none were ever used, empty, completely not used everywhere in the world. And that was it. They closed them all down within weeks because they weren't used. So that was absolutely atrocious. Then we've got the issue that the WHO, the WHO, World Health Organization, just said, we hope that Corona will be over in 2 years. Do you think any country can lock down for 2 years? No. So then what's the point? If you know it's guaranteed for another 2 years, a 6-month lockdown, what's that going to achieve? The second you reopen, it's going to flood you. And that's exactly what we've seen in Peru and Israel, the two most severely locked down countries. The second they reopened, boom, it exploded again. You will never be able to defeat this virus. That is what we have to understand. So what should we be doing? Well, clearly we know, as we've seen from the US report yesterday, shocking report, that only out of the 180,000 deaths in America, only 9,900 were for under 70s and with zero health, prior health conditions. All the rest, 94%, were above 70 and with 2 to 3 prior conditions, 94%. So clearly this is an old person's disease. We should be helping our old people. We should making sure that they get free home deliveries of food and necessities, that they should have call-outs, people checking up on them with regular testing for our old people. And in the meanwhile, we should be reopening our economy to the full, letting every single person below retirement age, i.e. people that work, go back to work, force them back to work if need be, right? We need to open the schools and stop lazy teachers holding workers hostage, because if the teachers don't open schools, the workers can't go back to work. So stop letting disgraceful teachers holding people go back to work. Yes, guess what? Not a single teacher in the whole world has contracted corona from kids. Here's my statement. It's not a statement, it's a fact. Not a single teacher in the world has contracted it from kids. So please, right? How many kids in the entire world have died of corona? A handful. And these are kids, who had previous issues as well. So very, very unlikely it was the corona that was the death knell. In any case, this is what we should be doing. Reopen now, get back to normal now, stop with the mask rubbish, with the warning at the back of all mask packets that says, this does not stop COVID-19, written in bold. But no, stop that. Enough stupidity. Get everyone back to work, and let's help by focusing on the real people at risk, which are the old. Right? Let's focus on them and stop ruining the entire world with quarantines and other quarantines and stupid restrictions. Pointless, not achieving any purpose at all.